Hi, I'm Jess and I'm cleaning out my freezer. I let it get too full and now I'm trying to work my way through it. Woo! Avalanche. I just dug this out and it looks like the vacuum seal's been compromised and that means I need to use it. That's not good. When the seal is busted like this, it's never a safety issue, but it can be a quality issue, and sometimes it can mean that flavors that you don't really want in there are starting to develop. I'm not confident that I want to eat these as steaks, so I'm going to turn them into Aussie meat pies. Ooh. I'm also going to add this little pack of venison steaks, and that should give me the perfect amount. Big heavy base pot. High heat. I'm gonna build the flavor base. I just cut the meat into cubes. You can really see the color difference between the venison and the beef. The most important step is gonna be to brown this in batches. This and how brown they get is gonna determine the color for the whole meat pie. So let's get it in. Make sure you really scrape the sides of the pan too. I got a finely chopped onion. Cook it till it's soft. And add everything else back in. Trying to create a gravy at the same time, so I'm going to do about a half cup of plain flour, all purpose. It's going to turn into a mess, you got to trust the process. Good amount of salt, pretty aggressive shake of Worcestershire, and 4 cups of beef broth. I know it doesn't look great right now, you got to trust me. Give it a stir. I'll bring it to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer. Lid goes on and I'm going to leave it for at least 3 hours until everything's tender. The meat has started breaking down already and that gravy is really nice and thick. Once it's tender, I'm going to break all the meat up. It should be soft enough that you can just squish it against the side of the pot. That's going to make a good pie filling. I've got some pie crust that I put in little mini pans and I've blind baked them. And now that the filling is cool, I can go ahead and load them up. I just know these are going to be killer. So short crust pastry is most traditional for the bottom, but for the top, you got to use puff. Take a piece of puff and seal it down. Poke a couple of holes. Egg wash the top into a 375-degree oven for 35 to 45 minutes until they're brown on top. You ready? Oh yeah. Oh no, the pastry went around the edge. Oh, great success. Oh yeah. Look at the filling. I'm sorry for deconstructing it, but you had to see the inside. Crispy pastry, flaky pastry, super rich filling. I reckon a meat pie made with beef and venison might be the ultimate Aussie Texan flex. Not bad for a freezer meal.